Both, between Paul George and Kawhi, Kyrie obviously, and Luka, tough. But if one team says we need to defend for 3 stops, I would go with the Clippers.
For some reason, with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, I said, man, they're going to slow Luka down, but he owns them. The numbers he's been getting against him, even going back.
He did have a 44-point game this year against him.
But even going back when they played him in a 7-game series, he was averaging like 40 points a game. I was like, man, they can stop these guys.
Play against me to strap your shoes up. Didn't I tell you? That's what Luka Doncic does to the Clippers.
He went. Everybody acting tough, but they up. Everybody acting tough.
The first half, stunning. 27-point lead, down goes Johnson, 3, inside.
Oh no.
They're shredding him.
In the regular season, Leonard gets the steal, 3-on-1. Kawhi slams it down. Hanging in his room.
First 50% now for the Mavericks. Oh, a hard foul by Morris. And Doncic's up. He wants to go back at him. As we just mentioned, these two have had a bit of a history, of course.
Okay, so the playoffs are next week, and we already have a confirmed matchup that's going to happen. That being the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. And I think this may be the best matchup yet. And the thing that's so crazy about it is that these two teams look crazy on paper. But I want to explain to you how this all came about. At first, this Luka-Kyrie duo was questionable, thanks to them falling out of the playoffs as soon as they traded for Kyrie last season. But now they reinvigorated themselves with the addition of PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. The Mavericks defense has stepped up a lot, and they're definitely not a team to play with. In a similar sense, the Los Angeles Clippers are in that situation as well. After they traded for James Harden early in the season, they weren't looking too good. But after a while, and thanks to Russell Westbrook going to the bench, which lessened the amount of ball hogging and helped out the offense a lot, the Clippers went on a winning streak and was seen as one of the best teams in the league. But after All-Star break, they kind of faltered a little bit. And that could be because of their stars being older, or maybe them just coasting into the playoffs. But the real question for them is how are they going to play in the playoffs? After all, this could be their last opportunity together with Kawhi and PG, which means this series could be very big for both teams. I also don't want to forget to talk about Kyrie Irving. He's really starting to figure it out with this team, and he's been looking very good. Also, since he's been in Dallas, he hasn't really been in the spotlight, so now he's just really been able to play his game, and we're really starting to see the Kyrie Irving of old. He's averaging 25 points a game this season, and he'll be hard to stop. But we'll just have to see what will happen with that James Harden and Kyrie matchup. We'll also probably see a Kyrie Irving versus Russell Westbrook matchup. And not too long before making this video, Russell Westbrook actually dropped a triple-double with 16, 15, and 15. So that still shows you that Russell Westbrook still has some juice left, and he could really be the X factor of this series. Considering how he played in the playoffs last year with just Kawhi, we can really see him step up again in a big situation like this. And I can't talk about this series without talking about how Luka just straight up destroys the Clippers when he plays them. So far in the playoff series altogether that he's averaging against them is 33 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Also, he had some pretty iconic moments, like his game winner in the bubble, or even that Game 7 in 2021. Kawhi Leonard also plays against the Mavs very well too, and he's had some big games as well. But the real question is if he's going to play, and I think there's a growing possibility that he will. But knowing what the Clippers have been through with injuries and all of that, it's just something that's up in the air. But I guess that's just something we'll have to see. Let me know what y'all think about this series down below. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.